أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، وصلى الله على محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Assalamu alaikum, my brothers in Islam. In this video, I'm going to discuss a very important issue that is, as usual, put aside by the Muslim Umma. That is on the question or on the issue of asking questions. I think some times ago I made about 5 or 6 videos quoting Imam Shatibi from his book Al-Muwafiqah on the prohibitions of asking questions. There was a program, I think about 2 days ago, Peace TV as usual. I didn't watch the program from the beginning, but I just switched to that particular station. And I saw a speaker. A brother asked a question on riba. And then he quoted the verse. So when he quoted the verse, I said, riba. My mind was on Medina, was in Medina, because that is the place of riba. So I checked my Faharis of the Holy Quran, and I found it to be in Surah Al-Rum, verse number 39. Well, actually, what am I supposed to do? I am a student. So I said, Meccan verses are not actually verses on Sharia. If you have a command in Mecca, how was it executed in Medina? So you have to find that particular argument in Medina and then see how Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam explained it and practiced it. So what is the next phase is to follow the regulations. Do you know Asbabun-Nuzul? I checked from my 2 books, the Saburi and the Imam Sayuti. That verse was not reflected. I have also got Ahmadi, but I bothered not to check from Ahmadi and others. So in reality, if you take other tafsirs from Wiki Quran, you find that it is referring to the custom of the Jahiliyyah, Quraysh, of exchange. I give you this amount of money. When a situation returns or comes, you give me extra for the purpose of praise and superiority. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala kicked against that particular Jahiliyyah practice. But it wasn't practiced by the Sahabas, by the few Sahabas in Mecca. So the importance of the revelation in Mecca prove that Islam is one, is a continuity, and that it is ever to check imbalance, injustice, pride and arrogance, inferiority complex, or supremacy are all checked and eliminated in Islam. So now if we move to Medina, we definitely know the Levites were experts on riba, prohibited. The riba prohibited is actually explained in so many books. It is nothing but on what is essential. Nobody should put pressure on you to live below your means or above your means. So that is the meaning of that particular riba. There's lastly, in Arabia lived not only the Muslims, the Jews, and those who call themselves Christians. Allah never called anybody with a name but a Muslim, and its opposite, a fasik, a mushrik, a kafir, a munafiqun, and a zalim, and so on and so forth. So they requested independence, freedom for Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They want their own state. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam replied, yes, I have my religion, you have your own religion, but it is the same in this avenue, in sphere. In the Torah and in the Injil, riba is prohibited. If you practice riba, I will definitely prevent it, I will stop it, and I will fight you. Go your own way of life. La ikraha fid din. So that is actually the way the brother who asked this question should be replied. But it is very, very distressing, and it's very, very embarrassing to ask a question and then expect a sound and a reasonable answer. That particular moment, it's not allowed. It actually should be prohibited. Because we are only supposed to ask on what is waqi'ah. Ya ayyuhal ladhina amanu la tas'alu an ashya'a in tubda lakum tasu'ukum wa in tas'alu anha hina yunadhal al-Qur'an tubda lakum afallahu an. So that was the revelation. The Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam warned us that previous generations were destroyed because of their multiplicity of asking questions. We should stop it. Then Umar ibn Khattab said, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is no longer with us. Revelation has ceased. No more asking questions. We are to be measured by our intention and the deeds according to his own deeds, the Sunnah, nothing else. And they told us that for the whole of 23 years, only 6 questions were asked, and those were the ones in the Holy Quran, was alunaka. So what is wrong with us today, my brothers? Our main problem is ignorance, illiteracy, and arrogance. That's our greatest problem. Our work is nothing but how do we observe our obligatory prayers. For how many years in Nigeria I have been calling my brothers, we don't pray according to the Sunnah, nobody listens. But look at how they are disgraced. Yesterday, or 2 days ago, that Friday, what was the duration of khutbah in Medina, in Mecca? Shortened from 43 minutes, 42 minutes to around how much? I made the video, maybe 50 minutes. Look at this. We don't listen to the truth, which is from everybody. If you hear the truth, that's what Abdullah ibn Abbas said. Once you hear the Sunnah, take it from at that particular time and the moment, place. Don't care who that particular person is. But look at us, discriminating, racism, and then we want mercy and forgiveness from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So my brothers, knowing Asbabun-Nuzul is very, very important in tafsir of the Holy Quran. The Sahabas forget about their students. Clearly explained that if you don't know Asbabun-Nuzul, it is not allowed you translate the Holy Quran. Exactly what happened in Peace TV. Umar ibn Khattab so proud, you must learn Asbabun-Nuzul. Abdullah ibn Mas'ud said, if there is a Sahaba who has a knowledge of Asbabun-Nuzul, he will creep to him and ask him to tell him. Ali ibn Abi Talib said, if there is any Sahaba who knows more than him on Asbabun-Nuzul, he will definitely run to his door, knock, will not return, will not come back until that Sahaba comes out. He will kiss his toes and beg him to tell him about Asbabun-Nuzul. Because it is subjective and objective revelation and guidance and protection and prosperity. I am not criticizing the scholars, but they should kick against asking irrelevant questions. They should encourage personal effort to read. My brothers, if you are thirsty, you have to drink water. If you are hungry, mere sniffing or smelling does not satisfy you. You have to chew and eat. So this question of encouragement from our scholars that you should rely on them is nothing but putting yourself in disgrace in the hereafter. It's nothing. It's nothing. It's not allowed. Seeking knowledge is compulsory and obligatory. Even if you have to go to Mecca from here, Medina, how many places one has to travel before? Now it's much easier to get literature from downloading. So my brothers, please, let us stop encouraging others to be illiterate and arrogant. Assalamu alaikum.